Hey guys, welcome back to landdhome. In today's video, we are going to be tackling the craft room again. If you know, you know, we tackled this craft room last year. It was way messier than it is right now. This is so much better than the first time I tackled this, so I will have that video linked down below if you're interested, because it was a disaster then, but it is still just not working for me. It was for a while, but it's become overcrowded with stuff. I definitely needed to declutter in here, and I want to make this a space I can actually utilize because I got some really awesome Christmas gifts from my hubby, so I want to make sure I can actually use this space to craft. So I'm going to start by taking not everything out. When I start a project, I don't want to take everything out of this room or the space that I'm working in, because then it can get really overwhelming. So that's a tip if you're doing something big like I'm doing here. I'm redoing this entire space, moving things around, decluttering, like everything has got to come out or it has to be moved. But I don't want to like pile everything into the basement or into the room I'm using to store when I'm doing a big project like this. Because what if I need to take a break? What if I don't finish all in one day? Like I'm going to get too overwhelmed. So I'm going to start by taking out some items, enough where I can move the furniture around, because that is my goal, is to move some things around. So I'm going to start by just decluttering as much as I can. And as I'm going, I'm actually making a large Goodwill pile and like a keep pile as well. I held on to so much stuff when I did my last like redo of this room, including like this ribbon that was from our wedding. We've been married like years and years now. So I'm going to be keeping two and getting rid of the rest because I'm just not going to use all that. And there's other things in here, like this sign that I was like, I'm going to redo this. Another sign that I was going to redo. A picture that I was like, oh, I'm totally going to paint that. It could be home decor. I have so much home decor in my house. And I don't really need all of this stuff. I am going to keep one candlestick though. I think I'm going to go with the metal one, and get rid of the other one. But there was just so much stuff in this room that I held on to either redo or to actually use that I'm just not going to use. And I have to be honest with myself, it's just not going to happen.
They were in high school when they met, and things got kinda awkward. With sparks in the air, he would stare at her in class, and she would try to act cool. But it was obvious, like, ooh, they would be together, ooh.
Sad to see that tray go, but I've had it for so long, and it's been in this craft room for like half of that time. This is just like me telling you, tapping, that all of these keepsake things, oh my goodness, are going to be moved to the other side eventually. And I still have to declutter this entire side. So the reason that I am doing that little bit and this little bit is because I am going to be putting something new in that space. I'm getting rid of both of those lanterns. That white one is actually from our wedding, and I have been holding on to that since our wedding. Like I said, we've been married for years. I have two of them in my home decor upstairs. I don't need that extra one that's been sitting down here for like 4 years. I just don't need it. You know what I mean? Like I don't even know if we've been married for 4 years. I think 3. I don't even know. It's been down here for a long time. I don't need it. So I'm just going to declutter this side of the room as well as much as I can, because in that right-hand corner, I have something that I'm going to be putting there, and I need all of this stuff out of my way.
And one day she said, write me a love song, 'cause I know you'll make it beautiful. And maybe I'll call you my sweetheart, and promise nobody can steal me away. Then I am yours, 'cause I want you, and I wanted you to know. He looked at her and then he smiled, picked up a pen and paper.
This is going to be the perfect little space for a bookshelf that I bought. I love these cube organizers, but one thing I noticed was you can't fit anything bigger than either the 11 or the 13 inches, depending on which cube organizer you get. And it leaves a lot of other stuff just kind of like randomly all over the place. So I'm going to be building a bookshelf. I'll show it to you in a little bit. It's from Target, in this right-hand corner, and I'm going to be turning some of the other things. So I'm going to be moving this entire stack over next to the bookcase, and my original plan was to turn that black one, but I don't end up doing that in the end. You will see. It probably would have been smart of me to do that, but I needed space for totes and things too. So again, with moving stuff, like look at all of this stuff around where I'm walking. Like I almost tripped like 8 times, but this had to be done. I wanted it to be functional. And if you guys saw that bench that I was taking out, that was one of the first like furniture like crafts that I ever did that wasn't just like painting or staining. That went to Goodwill because you know what? I just don't need it. My Cricut used to sit on it. And my plan is for my Cricut to be in here and I can utilize it down here, which is what this room was supposed to be for in the beginning. And it just turned into a lot of storage. So here is the bookcase that I'm going to be building. I saved you the pain of watching me build it because you guys have seen me put together like bookcases and cube organizers and things before. There's instructions in there. You don't want to watch me build a whole bookcase, I'm sure. But I am going to clean up this area, vacuum it all up, and get that bookcase in place so I can start moving some of the other furniture around also.
Started writing, probably something about her eyes and how they're always shining. Or something cliche like ooh, baby, I only want you. It's true. And then he said,
while I was building it, I was a little nervous that it was not going to fit, but it fits like a glove. So now my next step is to move the white and the black cube organizer out of my way. I'm going to be keeping both of them in here because I do need that storage space, but I'm going to be like swapping them, moving that stack over, like I said, and moving this over as well. There was a lot of like rearranging going on, you'll see, but I just have more furniture to move and I had to clear it all off first because it is really hard to slide things on this carpet. If I was smarter, I would have put some of those furniture mover like felt pads on the bottom so that if I ever wanted to rearrange this, I could move everything really easily, but I was not thinking about that until honestly when I started doing this voiceover. So another tip for you, if you're going to be moving furniture around in like a tiny little space like this, maybe put some of those like furniture movers on the bottom so it's nice and easy for you to change it up later. And you don't have to take everything off just to move it a little bit.
I wrote you a love song and I tried to make it beautiful. It's a song about your sweetheart and how nobody can steal me away. I am yours, 'cause I want you and I wanted you to know. As he sang, she started to dance, grabbed his arm and took his hand. He held her close under the moonlight as they kept on dancing. And now they're singing their love song, and they sing it kind of beautiful.
I do have a little bit of gapping if you can see me like pushing it in between the bookcase and the cube organizers. I plan to solve that with like some clips in the back for now. I don't want to like drill into anything, so I'm not sure if this will be like permanent, like the way I have it. But I'm just going to clip it in the back to solve that issue. I had a really hard time with this black one because I wanted to keep this frame from our wedding. It was our seating chart. I was like, how cute would it be displayed? Yeah, like it's cute and everything, but it takes up so much space. So I ended up moving that, and I'm going to store all of like this frame and all of like the other frames and like artwork and stuff I have behind the cube organizer. And then I was struggling with, okay, well, do I push this all the way to the wall, the low one, the short one, or do I push it up against the stack of cube organizers? And I ended up going with pushing it up against the stack, which means those 3 like shelves on the side, I'm not going to be able to utilize for things that I need to get to. So I actually just put some keepsakes and things back there and like shoved them back there, and then pulled it up to match the other cube organizers, which will allow me to put the frames and everything behind it like I'm showing you I'm going to do here, and then will allow me to stack my totes on top of that. And that's what I'm doing right now, is just getting all of those flat like frame-like pieces and putting it behind the cube organizer.
I've been feeling so small. Watch the clock ticking off the wall. But tonight I'm letting it go. Spend my coin for sure. I'm gonna be myself, or I could be someone else. No one's stopping me now. I'm gonna skip my break.
I'm going to be moving on to this side of the room and getting the furniture placed just so I can start getting everything back in here, because I was feeling a little bit overwhelmed, I have to be honest. So I'm keeping the desk in here because I need that for one of my new Christmas presents, but also as a workspace. And I'm going to be using that white cube organizer right next to it to fit my Cricut on. So this is me thinking about what I was going to do. I originally was going to leave that tall lamp in here, and I decided it was just taking up too much space, so that went to Goodwill. I originally had pushed this cube organizer all the way back against the wall, but you're going to see eventually I pull it out. That's when I decided to put my Cricut on top, and your Cricut needs some space in the back for when it's printing, and the mat like goes backwards. So I just pulled it up a little bit, and then I actually have some tote lids stored behind there for some empty totes that I have left over for Christmas. Instead of using my big U-Haul boxes this Christmas, I used totes, which didn't fit everything, but it took up much less space because I could stack them. So I am going to be keeping those totes for Christmas next year, or just, if we happen to need totes. So I want to set this area up as like my Cricut space and like my workspace. Next, I'm going to be working on getting rid of this entire thing. It is full of stuff, but I want to fit that into other places so I can completely get rid of that. So I'm just kind of breaking it down, like putting it into the drawers I already have and spaces that I already have in this room, so that whole rolly cart can go to Goodwill as well.
Make mistakes, I just wanna feel alive. It's just what I do when I'm out, so try not to hold me down. Feel alive when I'm in this town. Look at these beautiful stars, I wanna drive a faster car. Nothing can break me, no, nothing can break me. Try not to hold me down. Feel alive when I'm in this town. Look at these beautiful stars, I wanna take a trip.
I wasn't sure how I was going to feel about this little corner setup, but it actually ended up working out really well for now because my holiday things are over here. So like, holiday special, like Thanksgiving serving, I have like a little Christmas bin, just like small little things that I don't have like in totes that I keep down here so they don't get broken. And then the taller cube organizers I'm going to use for like craft things and stuff like that. So I have two Cricuts. A coworker actually gave me one. So I have the one my husband bought me years ago, love it. And then I have the other one too. So I needed a place to store it. Down below is just like keepsakes, yearbooks, pictures, arts and crafts the kids did. And I decided I had a little bit of space where I can put a lot of my Christmas bags and Christmas boxes down there because they were just kind of like thrown all over the place. Some of them were in that rolly cart. Some of them were in the drawer on the desk. Some of them were in bags upstairs. So I wanted to kind of keep all my gift wrapping kind of stuff right in this like central location. And then, like I said, the cube organizer is going to be for the little bit of craft stuff that I have. I do have some craft stuff upstairs. That's where I do most of my actual crafting. But eventually I would like to kind of move everything down here so that my upstairs closet can be just a cleaning closet. I will link that video down below. I did a whole video about turning that closet more into a cleaning closet, but I do still have some craft stuff up there that I eventually would like to move down here if possible. Here is my first Christmas gift from my hubby. It is a printer. And I know you're thinking, a printer, how boring. But I'm actually going to be turning this into a sublimation printer because I would really love to do that. Like, you can do shirts and cups and all kinds of stuff. So he bought me this printer, and my sublimation ink is on the way so that I can turn this into a sublimation printer. So I'm hoping I can figure all of that out. But I was so excited when I opened this on Christmas morning. I was like, oh my gosh, how exciting. And that really kind of kicked me into into high gear on getting this craft room organized and kind of working for me so that I could set up this and my other Christmas gift. So thank you, babe, for the sublimation printer and the other gifts you're going to see here in a minute, because I absolutely love them. But it also kicked my butt into like really knowing that I needed to redo this room.
Break me, no, nothing can break me. Stars, I want to drive a faster car.
My second big gift from babe was this heat press. So I have the Cricut heat press that I keep upstairs, but I really wanted something like this so that I could do shirts more easily. It's like one of like the actual like press ones that like locks down. It's not as big as we thought it was going to be, but I think for a starter heat press, it's going to be really good for me because I can do the shirts and things that I want to do. And I'm not like making anything crazy where I'm opening a store or anything, but I'm adding that to my goals list because I would love to be able to work from home and just kind of be my own boss. So I do have some goals that I want to set for myself in 2025 to start the process of things that I really want to do. And this is just going to give me that leg up to be able to practice and do some of those things and kind of start those goals getting kicked into motion. So I'm just setting it up. I'm not like turning it on or anything. I'm just getting it in a spot where I want it and plugging everything in. And then I'm also going to have to run a cord. So I just got this Power Strip 15-foot extension cord, and I'm going to be using these little clippy things. They're like little command cord clips, I guess they are. I use them for the Wi-Fi cable like in our house. They look like that to run it up the wall there and around the door frame because I need to plug this into the wall, but I also need to plug in my printer, and there's only one outlet in this room. So I wanted to make sure that I could plug in everything that I needed, the Cricut, the printer, and the heat press. And I got that Power Strip because it's like protected in case something like goes awry. It's not like a chintzy little one that's going to like burn up or anything, I hope. So I had to run it like along the door frame so that I wasn't tripping over it or anything, and it was out of the way.
Lay my troubles to rest, blow the smoke through my cigarette. City lights looking fine, and I know this is my time now. I'm gonna be myself, or I could be someone else. No one's stopping me now. I'm gonna skip my breaks, I'm gonna make mistakes.
I also grabbed some command hooks just for my wreaths and stuff that do not fit in our like holiday totes that we have in the garage. So I'm just going to hang a few of those wreaths up. Eventually, I do want to put shelves above the desk area that you're going to see here in a little bit, the desk area when I do like the final reveal. I do want to put just maybe one shelf up there just for some extra storage. I think that would come in really handy. I can maybe even clear some of the clutter off of the bookcase or the cube organizer in case I do actually start making things with the sublimation printer and like all of that. And I need like my tools and all of that stuff, like my printables and everything. But for right now, we're just leaving it at this, and we're going to do that shelf probably in a home projects video. But here's what we have. It's still going to look a little bit messy to the normal eye because like, well, there's totes and there's all kinds of like crap in here. But to me, it is so much more organized. I have all kinds of space to work. I got rid of so much stuff. Like I'm on my third trip to Goodwill. I haven't even got that far. That's how much stuff I got rid of. My printer is set up. I can use my Cricut. It's plugged in and ready to go. My heat press is plugged in and ready to go. All I have to do is bring my laptop down here and get to work. Thank you guys so much for watching today's video. I hope you found it helpful or at least entertaining. Make sure you check out the video and the playlist on the screen. And as always, smash that subscribe button so you can become part of our YouTube family. We'll see you in the next one. Bye.
It's just what I do when I'm out, so try.